Will Ashton, you had a chance to see The Hate You Give this week. I had to miss my screening, unfortunately, but I have read the book by Angie Thomas. I love the book. It's a YA about Black Lives Matter, and it's a very wonderful original story about a young girl. And Will Ashton, tell us about this movie. What did you think? And are you looking forward to talk? We'll definitely want to talk about it more next week, but yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to talk about it with you when you see it, because I read the book as well, and I found it very powerful for many of the reasons I'm sure you did. It's really, I think, going to be one of those seminal books that's going to probably be read in high schools for generations to come. And I think it's really going to impact a new generation and speak to this one very much. And it's certainly understandable why they made the film of it. And I think I'll talk about it more next week, but as it stands, I think it's a very solid adaptation of the book. It streamlines a lot of the main stories. There's a lot of stuff in the book that was kind of loosely connected that they tie together a lot closer. At the same time, though, I think the movie focuses understandably more on Star's story as opposed to the community itself, which was something I found really impactful about the book, and something I was kind of disappointed that was not featured in the film quite as prominently. So, should I talk more about like what the film's about, or should I just let the viewers go in cold? Because I guess it's kind of better to go in not knowing what the plot is, but at the same time,
I think a little bit of both. Yeah, you don't have to give away probably the big moment that I think you're thinking of. But yeah, at least give some of the listeners like a basic impression of what kind of film they're in for.
It's a response to like national event or national news stories like Trayvon Martin's story and several others that have really just shook this country, and I think have really riled people up in a way that is going to make this movie very impactful and very relevant. And I will say, I think what really, really works here is the lead performance from Amandla Steinberg, is I believe her name, right?
That's right. Mandela Sternberg.
There you go. And apparently she has a strong social media following. I did not know that, but
she was Rue in the Hunger Games.
Right. She's Rue. She was in Everything. Mm-hmm. And she was in The Darkest Mind, I believe, earlier this year, which I didn't see, and it kind of flew under the radar. But she's getting kind of typecast into these young adult adaptations. But I think this is, pardon the pun, a real star-making turn here. And I feel bad for saying that just because of the pun, but
yeah.
I know it's really cheesy, but it's sincere. I do think this performance is truly exceptional. The way that she juggles a lot of the bubbling, complicated emotions that are in Star's character and just her mind during this thing, that it's a very introspective character in the book. She communicates that so well and so authentically throughout this performance that I really think it's her performance that makes this movie shine as bright as it does. And I think there's a lot to value here, and I want to talk about that more when you see the film and when the listeners get a chance to see it, because like I said, I don't want to give away too much about the plot, but as it stands, I think it's a very well-weaved movie. I think it talks about a lot of stuff that's very relevant in a way that's emotionally honest and sincere, and I think it's going to really, really be an impactful moving experience for a lot of people, and so I hope people check it out. I'm going to give it a B. I'm still kind of working out some of my feelings, because, like I said, there's a couple things I think that are left out from the book that I would have liked to have seen here that I think would have made the movie even stronger. But as it stands, it's a really solid adaptation, and I think it's going to inspire a lot of people to not only check out the book, but, feel, emotionally charged and ready for what's about to come nationally and politically, I'd say.
All right. Well, that's The Hate You Give. I know there's been some controversy about Amandla Sternberg's casting.
Oh, really?
Well, just in the fact that she's technically like a lighter skinned black actress,
okay.
And there was some outcry about that, and like it is interesting that you mentioned her star making performance, and I know some people were kind of questioning like why do these casting decisions? There is a bit of a pattern of casting black actresses who are not dark skinned. The show Dear White People kind of addresses this a bit. So I think it's worth bringing up. It doesn't sound like it tampered your experience with the film. And I think we can agree Amandla Sternberg is a fantastic actress.
Yeah, I thought she really gave a great performance. So
yeah,
I mean, that's what I wanted to say first and foremost. So, and I actually thought you were going to talk about the controversy around KJ Apa. Is that his name? Appa? Is that his last name? The guy from Riverdale that plays Chris.
I don't know about any controversy with that.
Oh, he got
Riverdale's
recast,
a fantastic show.
From that YouTuber guy who got fired like after they shot the film.
He got a what? Did you say?
He got fired. Like he got cut from the film because they found like some like comments that he made on like a YouTube video that they wanted. You didn't hear about that?
I did not hear about this.
Oh wow! So
the Riverdale fandom has been kind of silent, so that's very disconcerting.
No. But he filled in for this guy. That guy got fired, so he.
Oh yeah, then no wonder.
Yeah, so he like, kind of came in, I think, last minute and like reshot. Like I'd have to assume is like 25% of the film. So
gotcha.
yeah, I mean, I'm curious to talk about that more. Talk about his performance because I have a couple criticisms as far as he's only 21, but he looks like way older than a high schooler should be. As like it
agree to disagree, Will Ashton, but
I don't know. I haven't watched Riverdale, but I mean, he looked distractingly older than the rest of the high schoolers in the movie, in my opinion.
Well, it looks like so you like the film. I think most critics are liking it so far. Out of there's only 20 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's at a strong 95% with critics liking it for the most part. So should be a pretty solid film to go check out. Thanks for listening. To hear more Cinemaholics, including this episode, be sure to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, and wherever else you love podcasts. See you next time.